Being a part of Rutgers University to me means trust, it means safety, and it means being around people who want to understand who you really are and what you're really about. And I've learned you can't just come any kind of way. You can come as you are. You can just come and trust that people will hold you, trust that people will try and understand you, try to help you feel safe and feel held and feel seen. I'm so grateful. My family's from Tanzania, East Africa, so I can come speaking my Swahili, naongea. Sometimes I'm late, nachelewa, and people still hold me. So that's what Rutgers means to me, and specifically Rutgers Camden. Peace.
You belong here, and I belong here. And if we are going to be a beloved community, we keep spaces for all of us that are open so that we can be embraced.
So today at our first ever DEI Town Hall and the launch of our Belonging campaign, we want Rutgers Camden to be a place of inviting and honoring truth, of respecting and honoring difference, and making everyone who crosses the threshold of this campus feel seen, heard, and welcomed.
Hi, I'm Naima Hall, and I'm the Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at Rutgers University Camden.
Hi, my name is Prince Alvarado, and what it means to me to belong to Rutgers is an opportunity to change the narrative and to be the best human I could be. I'm a bachelor's and social work student, and I have the opportunity to rise up to the humanities and be at the top of the humanities. It's a wonderful feeling.
My name is Dante Hatcher, senior. What does it mean to me to belong to Rutgers University? This is everything. I'm a first generation student. I'm a sophomore here studying psychology.
The diversity, it's just a great place. Actually, it reminds me a lot of Brooklyn. It reminds me of Brooklyn, in the early 90s. And, as an older student here, I just feel like I'm back in my element, that's all.
Rutgers University, the experience itself is amazing. It's unspeakable. It's nothing I never dreamed of. I always thought about college, but we go through some things in life that deter us, but to be here now and to still be able to create a different narrative from where I come from and what I've been through, it's a wonderful experience. And I'm very appreciative of Rutgers for giving me the opportunity.
The purpose of the DEI event was to have a town hall conversation, and we wanted it to not feel like a structured setting. We wanted it to be something, that's why if you remember, it was a little bit celebratory. We wanted it to be something where we would have this event where we welcomed everyone in, that they felt like they can have conversation without necessarily being watched or documented, but in a way where everybody was able to talk and learn and kind of share their thoughts. So the goal was really to have a call in for folks to learn and to educate the campus community. But then in addition to that, for us to also be informed as the Division of Diversity, Inclusion, and Civic Engagement on how we should maybe continue to move forward with our DEI efforts, or maybe modify things based off of what we were hearing back from the community that our work was going to impact the most, which was our campus community.
So I'm an international student from Johannesburg, South Africa. I transferred last year as a junior. I'm a double major in psychology and gender and a minor in childhood studies.
So I am a grad student in my first official year. I studied at Rutgers Camden for my undergrad, so I did a BA MPA program.
I do feel like I belong in that I know people by name. I am able to connect with people. I'm able to know how people are doing from a personal level. I see people beyond just their jobs. I have learned, I have expanded as a person. I feel welcomed and loved, but I also feel misunderstood, unseen, and disregarded sometimes, right? Just because of my experience and it being unique to what Rutgers Camden is.
It is both a mixture of a place and a feeling. I feel like in terms of place, it's the physical space of Rutgers Camden, but then it's that feeling of not being one judged and actually being able to be your true authentic self. When it comes to being your true and most authentic self, it really boils down to speaking your values, but also being able to have that dialogue with other people. So I think that all goes together in that sense of belonging and making sure that from the person who you don't speak to the person that you speak to all the time, they both have an equal voice on this space and on this plane of campus.
My name is Shanila Johnson, and I'm a senior urban studies major. I'm actually a transfer student. I transferred from a school in Baltimore that was the racial makeup was very different, and I think that led to me transferring because I didn't feel like I belonged. I'm a person who likes to make space for different people, but I feel like it was pushing me past my capacity as a young black woman trying to figure out who I was. So I would say coming back to Rutgers, I'm actually from Camden, so coming back home and having an institution that's actually deemed a minority-serving institution, and having programs like EOF, TRIO, the Student Success Coach Office, it allows me to not only excel academically, but to excel in other spaces too, because I feel like people here look like me, at least student-wise. I can say something that could happen is that there could be a wider range of faculty diversity, because something that I hear from students a lot is that we have a lot of a lot of professors who don't look like us. But I would say also, just like finding spaces on campus where I belong, it has been very beneficial to me. So.
You know, when you think about DEI, sometimes people look at it as additional work to what's already happening. But the way I would like to frame it is required work in order for us to be successful as an institution. It's not something where we value it or we embrace DEI. No, we require DEI in order for us to be inclusive.
To me, belonging at Rutgers Camden means just celebrating all the differences that we have here. I get to work with all of our student organizations, and I get to see just all the awesome students we have from different places, different faiths, different ability levels, all of that.
We listen to hear your words as you hear mine. We stop, reflect, we appreciate, and we accept.
What I have loved the most in the 30 years I've been here and post-student time is that inclusion has finally taken place.
And I get to see it come through in their events, the accomplishments that they have, and what they do on a daily basis. And it's awesome, it's inspiring, it makes me want to come to work and do better.
That's why when we came up with the theme of where you belong, if you think about an architectural structure, everything has a space and a place, and it belongs there in order for that building to be credible, in order for that building to sustain harsh winds, or for that building to not crumble. So everybody belongs at Rutgers University, and everything that they have to contribute is absolutely necessary in order for us to sustain ourselves. So that's why we wanted to really kind of frame it that way. We called everyone in, they have a space here, they belong here, and we need them.
What I'm looking forward to with DEI is work. I want to see change. And so what I would like to see and be a part of, and I plan on being a part of this subcommittee to bring change as well, is to get involved.
That was certainly achieved. Just given some of the post-event emails and excitement that we had, and just feedback. I met with folks and they were like, Naima, that was great. I was really happy to see that. And for it to be the first of its kind on campus, and for individuals to actually participate in it and not say, I got something else better to do with my lunch hour, that was wonderful. It makes me happy to see that.